we decided to take a walk in the Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, just across the street from our B&B. Once a feudal lord's estate, the garden is adjacent to the National Sports Stadium at the south end of the Shinjuku area. At 144 acres, it's one of the largest green spaces in Tokyo, with over 20,000 trees, including about 1,500 cherry trees, making it a major blossom viewing destination in spring. In the Edo period, Shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu required the feudal lords to stay in Edo under his control. As a result, in 1590, this land was designated as the Naito family residence. The first actual gardens here were completed in 1772. 100 years later, the grounds were repurposed as an experimental agricultural station, helping develop expertise in stock and crop management and sericulture, raising silkworms and producing silk. In 1879, the garden was reimagined as the Shinjuku Imperial Botanical Garden, and in 1901 reinvented again as a landscape garden under the direction of Versailles' famous landscape architect Henri Martinet. By 1906, Martinet completed the work, featuring 3 distinct gardens: English landscape, French formal, and Japanese traditional. Though the park was destroyed in World War II, it was rebuilt by 1949. The garden has served as a staging ground for major public events, such as the funeral of Emperor Hirohito in 1989. Aspects of all of the estate's incarnations still persist, and now include a greenhouse and horticultural displays. As it's November, it's time for the garden's annual celebration of the imperial flower, the chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum symbolizes longevity and rejuvenation, and is the core design emblem of the imperial family, representing the sun and light. Originally cultivated in China for both medicinal and culinary purposes, it was brought to Japan in the 8th century. And with the cherry blossom, now shares the stage as a national obsession. Besides cherry trees, the Japanese garden incorporates a tea house, making it a popular destination. And even though the leaves have already fallen from the trees, it's still a lovely spot to take a break from a walk in the park. It's beautiful. You see that color? The garden is managed to perfection, and with its walking paths, bridges, and reflecting pools, is mesmerizing. An oasis of escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Oh, God. Just outside the park, back in our Shinjuku neighborhood, it's time for lunch. And a beer. Anchovies and tomatoes. Nice. Oh, don't forget the nice super dry beer.
And the point is that we've been in Japan long enough that we can use Italian. Here we go. What was yours called?
Mushroom and
Shio, salt. Salty mushroom. Dip the porky stuff into it and eat it.
After lunch, we head up to Meidai Dori, more affectionately known as Guitar Street. For me, as a musician, it's tempting. And Lori, as a former guitar roadie, is equally in awe. There are literally thousands of guitars of every description. Any color or shape you want. lap steels, exotic brands, vintage classics, and one or two drum shops thrown in to keep us drummers happy too. Our to-do list points us back to Shibuya and the famous Shibuya Scramble, reportedly the busiest intersection in the world. Traffic stops in all directions every 2 minutes, and every time, day or night, permits about 3,000 people to cross. It's the Times Square of Tokyo. In its past, it was the mecca for celebrations on Halloween and New Year's. But since the 2022 Halloween tragedy in Seoul, when 159 people were crushed to death, Tokyo city officials have forbidden parties and alcohol here to avoid a potential catastrophe. Small crowd gatherings are permitted briefly, especially at the statue of Hachiko. The story of the faithful dog who waited for his master outside the station here is legendary. For 10 years after his master passed away, Hachiko continued to come here every day and wait. 2 feature films have been based on this heartwarming story. And Shibuya Square has also been the setting in many other popular films, such as Lost in Translation and Tokyo Drift. Hard to imagine how crazy it would be to film a major motion picture here. We're getting hungry again, so we head away from the square. The crowds quickly dissipate. No surprise, as there's shopping, restaurants, and entertainment in all directions. We decide to pull out all the stops and go for a Wagyu barbecue feast. Rib shin, uchi momo. It takes just seconds to grill to perfection. Mark Wiens would do the same thing. Every mouthful, a tasty adventure. Oh my God. Up next on Turn Left Here, in our final episode of the Japan series, we head back to the Oedo Antique Market and are tempted by so many beautiful things. Then we hop over to visit the Jiyu Gakuen School, one of Frank Lloyd Wright's architectural marvels. Plus, we take our last ride on the Tokyo Metro to do some last-minute shopping. If you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to check out all the episodes in this series by subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you soon.